Hi, I'm Ken Hollowell with ProFran Capital Group, and I'd like to say in the beginning that in this video I am not providing or giving any legal advice. This video is only intended solely for information and educational purposes. Everything related to a Regulation D offering is under the jurisdiction of the Securities and Exchange Commission and 49 states. Let me say that the term private placement, as used in this video, refers to the offering and sale of any security by the issuer and does not involve any form of public offering. The laws and guidelines for Regulation D, which sets forth certain guidelines for compliance with the private offering exemption, which only came about in 1982. Rules 501 through 503 set forth various definitions, terms, and conditions that apply throughout the regulation. Specific exemptions are set out in Rules 504 through 506. Regulation D is a series of 6 rules, Rules 501 through 506, which establishes 3 transitional exemptions. Each of the Reg D exemptions carries with it a number of requirements. An example is each offering has a beginning date and an ending date, which is usually 12 months. That time may not be extended. Secondly, each offering has a required criteria for the investors. Next, the Regulation D is clear in who can sell the offering for a fee or commission. And fourth, also who can be offered the offering. The next regulation is the simplest of the 3 Reg D exemptions. It is the Regulation D 504. Now here's how simple it is. You cannot exceed $1 million, so you can raise anywhere from $100,000 upwards to $1 million. You have 12 months to raise that capital. There's no ceiling on the number of investors. If you want to, you can take $1 from 1 million people. I wouldn't recommend it, but that's how simple the Reg D 504 is. Virtually, there's no restrictions on the manner of the offering so long as there's no misrepresentation or fraud and you know the people you're offering to. And there are no disclosure requirements. The Reg D 505 is not used as often as the 504 and what we're going to talk about in a moment, the 506. You can raise up to $5 million, and the 505 has some very relaxed restrictions on validation of accredited investors, and I really find that most people prefer the 506. Now we come to the Reg D 506, which is the primary exemption used by most professionals who are raising more than $1 million. Now, some of the restrictions and requirements are as follows. You are only allowed 35 non-accredited investors. All other investors must meet a very strict accredited standard. The rule states to be an accredited investor, you must earn $300,000 annually and have a net worth of $1 million. That is a sophisticated investor in the eyes of the SEC. Now, any business entity that is interested in purchasing a block of stock must be treated just like an accredited investor. Next, still no misrepresentation or fraud is allowed, and a subscription agreement is oftentimes required. In some instances, there's a compatibility form and a questionnaire that accompanies the subscription form just to verify that the investor is accredited. Now, what I've not discussed thus far, but I do want to mention, is 49 states have laws and regulations that must be complied with in association with any Reg D offering. There are 3 states that if you speak with a potential investor that resides in their jurisdictions, you could be fined and or prosecuted for criminal actions. The other very important subject that I've not addressed is who can earn a fee for selling the offering. Simply stated, only a registered broker-dealer, a non-licensed individual, whether that person calls themselves a representative, an agent, a finder, or in-house broker, could be a very serious violation.